Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing something like kind of like a little bit different, and this is the Turret 130, and this is basically the forgotten 3-inch quadcopter, and it's going for like $100 right now. So when I got this, it was a lot more. It was like $150 or $107. But this is very nice quad. I really do like it. It's very tiny, it's very efficient, it's very light, very beautiful, but it's a bit outdated now. So I really love this and I really want to give it a makeover. So let's just quickly compare it with another 3-inch. Look at this guy. So most of the 3-inch quads are just basically humongous. You know, they're just very big. This is rocking full-size f3, full-size PDB, full-size camera, full-size VTX. So it's ridiculous. So basically, I think this is going to be the perfect 3-inch. Well, at least that's what I'm going to call it, the perfect 3-inch. So there has been so many new products, so many advances in our hobby, so that we can actually make this possibly one of the best 3-inch quadcopters out there. So what do I mean by this? Well, first, let's talk about a new motor that just came out, stating that it will basically rewrite the standard for micro motors, and it's from a company we all come to know, and it's the Emax 1106 motor. So this just came out from Emax, and it's stating that it's very powerful. So this is 2 millimeters bigger than most of the other motors that come now for micros. So this is going to be a pretty big monster, and the magnets in there are just hella strong. It actually feels like I'm turning gears and the gears are rubbing. That's how strong the magnets are. It's just crazy. So I got the 6000 and the 7500 kV. Oh, 6500 kV and the 7500 kV. So I think I'm going to put the 6500 or the 7500. Not sure yet. But this will be our new updated component for this guy. So that's going to be pretty darn awesome. Now, let's jump to the ESCs. Now, these are Turret ESCs, and they're rated 2 to a 3S LiPo, and they are only 6 amp ESCs. So we do risk the chance of actually burning these guys. So I started thinking very hard and just trying to figure out what kind of ESC. Should I go for a 4-in-1 or should I go for a regular one? So I looked inside, and as you can see, we don't have much room at all inside for a 4-in-1 ESC and a flight controller. So I started looking through all the ESCs I have in the house, and I found a guy that I have completely forgot about, and it's this guy. So what's cool about this guy? Well, first of all, it's the same size. Second of all, this is the Airbot Wraith32 Mini, and it's rated 2 to a 6S LiPo, and it is a 25 amp ESC. So that's just insane. So that, just talk about overkill. So that's just gonna be sick. So look at that. All right, so let's move to the camera now. Well, the camera is very annoying. I replaced it because I burned the other one, the one that came with it, and I couldn't find original, so I ordered another one. And this one, just everything is blue, so it's very annoying. So there's no way in hell I'm gonna keep this camera with this new setup. So what I did is I just saw recently the Runcam Micro with the Eachine, that small VTX, and they're selling it the combo on Banggood. It's like a new combo, so I had to get one of those, so I got one of those, and it's on the way now. However, it might not fit, so I might design and 3D print some kind of holder for it, and if I do that, I'll set it up on Thingiverse for you guys to also download if you want to do the same thing as me. And I think it'd be pretty sweet and pretty awesome right there. So we'll have very nice footage there. So, you know, this VTX is it was very advanced at the time it came out. This whole quadcopter was just like, the high end, or like not the high end, but like groundbreaking because of its size and everything about it. But nowadays everything has just gotten a lot smaller and a lot better. So we're gonna possibly, a very big possibility, to replace this guy with the Eachine one that I got with the combo. And last but not least, the flight controller. Now the flight controller is a bit annoying. Why? Well, the standard size for a micro flight controller is 20 by 20, so it's 20 to 20, like from here to here 20 millimeters, from here to here is 20 millimeters, and this guy is 23 to 23, 23 to 23. So that's just I couldn't find anything that's 23 by 23. And what I want is, and I really need, is a F4 flight controller that is 20 by 20 and does have a PDB built in, so it's basically an all-in-one micro flight controller. So that's what I really need, and that's what I'm having a hard time finding. So right now, that's what I'm looking for. And if you guys know anything, please leave a comment down below. Just don't put the link, because you might end up in spam. First tell me about it, and then if I say send me the link, then I'll monitor your just make sure, keep checking the spam so I don't see the link. Basically I just missed the link because it's very important, because I think this could be one of the most advanced perfect 3-inch quadcopters that we could probably find on YouTube, maybe. But I could be totally wrong. I'm sure I'm totally wrong. There's a lot of things that are a lot better, but I think this is just going to be up there. It's going to be pretty sick. So, like I said, 20 by 20, and this is 23 by 23. So there's two possible solutions for me to do. One is obviously we would have to remove the VTX if I'm going to design and 3D print some kind of holder in a way. So these would go into the 3D printed one, and then the 3D printed one will have something sticking out. I have no idea. I've not really thought about it just yet, but I'll probably design something. Or we could stick to the old-fashioned way and just drill 20 by 20 holes. And I think that's what I'm going to do, depending on how I measure it and how I calculate it here, and then I'll see it from there. So that's what we'll do here. So I don't know, but possibly drill the holes out would probably be the best thing to do. Now, there's another thing that I'm afraid of. I'm pretty sure that if we get, the F4 flight controllers, the F4 chip is very large. So I'm sure if it's an all-in-one, it'll be very difficult for them to incorporate an OSD, which is kind of a problem because I really wanted an OSD. However, I remember I had something else in the house. I have a bunch of these guys that I never use. So this would be the perfect solution for it. However, another thing is the receiver here. I'm running the FlySky receiver. It's pretty fat, as you can see, with its little covering and everything here. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to switch it out to an XM plus radio receiver. And then basically the XM and this guy, if I stack them together, they'll be as big as this guy. So this guy would be able to fit anywhere. So this way we will have OSD and the F4 flight controller. But now it's just finding that F4 flight control. I have everything on the way. So as you can see, ESCs, we have the motors here. The 6500 kV version is still not here. This is a 7500. But I might even just stick these on. So I've tested 3S with 7500. They just scream, and they're just unbelievably fast. So yeah, so motors, ESC, OSD. So yeah, if you guys know anyone or know anything or know any company or have seen some kind of 20 by 20 flight controller that's an F4 and it's basically a PDB, please let me know. I know Airbot's working on one. I think someone leaked some information, but I don't know when that'll be released, and that'll take forever. So I really need something now. I really want to make this just pretty much just like a crazy 3-inch that I could take everywhere with me with my other micros. By the way, this guy is just unbelievably fast. I'll have the flight footage up soon. I just need to edit it and then just show it to you guys. So one of the best flights, actually. I don't know why my Fat Shark recorded it in black and white, and it's just very annoying. So yeah, that'll be upcoming soon, maybe after this video or maybe before this video, I don't even know. But anyways, back to this guy. So these motors are just going to be crazy, I believe. So I have high hopes, and usually Emax doesn't disappoint. The only time that I really got disappointed by them was with their Emax Bullet ESCs. Those were just absolutely crap. So imagine, this is what you would probably use the Emax Bullet ESCs for, but we have something 10 times, a trillion times better. So these guys are just going to be crazy. So it's going to be D-Shot, running D-Shot 1232K update frequency. It's just going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. And I don't think we're going to be breaking this guy anytime soon. It's just so light. It's 90 grams. So maybe after everything we do, possibly we could come down, stay around the 90 gram area, maybe less. But I believe we're going to be below 100 grams once we're done with this guy. So that's very light for a 3-inch. And propellers, I'm going to keep these propellers, and I'm also going to look for some better propellers. But I'm also working on some kind of a adapter where I can put this on my thrust stand and actually do thrust tests on the propellers and these micro motors. Since I have a couple micros in the house, we could take them apart and then just do some thrust tests on them. So that'll be pretty interesting. And that's really it right now. So like I said, if anyone knows if micro F4 flight controller with a PDB built in it, please let me know as soon as possible so I can get it in and and I really want to get this started with and finished because I'm just very excited for this. I don't think I've been so excited like this in a while. I don't know why. You know, it's just such a good frame. It's so sleek. It's so small. It's so light. It's just so beautiful. But you know, yeah. Even though by itself, I could 100% enjoy it like this. But you know, since you know I have this and I have this and I'm getting that camera, you know, let's just do a nice little upgrade because you know, I think it's gonna be pretty sick. I believe it's gonna be pretty efficient as well. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. And imagine just taking this guy through the trees. So, but you know, I recommend adding a buzzer. Now this did come with a buzzer when it first came, and it still works. However, it's still on clean flight. So, and it's a Wraith32 board. If it was an F3 board, I think I would have kept it. But there's an annoying part with it is the fact that you have to use an FTDI breakout, what they give you. So you put it right there and then it goes to USB so you can actually modify flash and all that kind of stuff. And we're just going to retire these components and just go along with the new stuff that's out now. So that's going to conclude it for this video, guys. If you guys have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to let me know. And I will see you next time. Take care, guys.